What is going on, guys? It's Jamie and welcome back to another video. Now, morning routine is something that I think is very, very much overlooked. We wake up every single morning and go through the same steps to start off our days. But what if I told you there was a way we could wake up in the morning and utilize those steps, create some habits to make sure we set ourselves up for a positive and productive day? And that is exactly what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this week's video. If you're excited about it, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for brand new videos every single week. So I think a good structured morning is something that is very, very important, and you guys should definitely start prioritizing it if you aren't doing so already. I actually think waking up and having a really, really good morning can actually go as far as to dictate what the rest of your day is going to look like. We go through these small tasks every single morning that are probably viewed as boring and mundane, but maybe if we started to see them as really small steps into setting ourselves up for a really successful day, we could all look at our mornings a little bit differently. So as you may well be aware, I've actually been off work for the last 5 or 6 weeks now with a wrist injury. So my new morning routine is a little bit different from the one during my usual working week. But in no way does this mean that when I'm at work, my morning routine is any less productive or structured. Whatever the scenario is, I'm always trying to get the most out of the start of my day. So as you can see, I'm in the office now. The time is about 9 a.m. and we are ready to get the day started, but I'm gonna take you guys back to when I woke up and show you my full morning routine. So for my new morning routine, I've been waking up about 7 a.m. To wake up, I use a Lumi light, which you set just like an alarm. It just slowly gets brighter, and this is supposed to mimic a sunrise. And this just ensures that my wake up process is as relaxed and as natural as possible. If you haven't tried one of these, I would highly, highly recommend it. They are amazing. So first thing in the morning, I will pick up my phone and have a little scroll through social media. But as a general rule, I try to limit the amount of time that I spend on my phone while still in bed. We all know how easy it is to get stuck scrolling through social media, and procrastinating here would just be a very unproductive start to the day. Every single morning, I'll momentarily sit on the edge of the bed and have a quick stretch. Just help loosen up those back muscles after a good long night's sleep. And then once I'm up, the first task of the day is upon us, and that is to make the bed. Personally, I think this is one of the best habits that you can get into. There is a brilliant saying that goes, if you want to change the world, then start by making your bed, and I think this is just fantastic. Getting that seemingly small task out of the way straight away once you get up just gives you a real nice sense of achievement for the rest of the day. Once the bed is made, it's into the bathroom to freshen myself up. It's really important to take care of yourself, and I have a small skincare routine that I do every single day. It starts off with this L'Oreal face cleanser, which in theory is supposed to have some sort of wake up effect with vitamins and minerals. Whether that works, I do not know, but what I do know is that this feels fantastic to splash over my face first thing in the morning, a quick and effective way to get myself feeling awake. I also use this cream which just brightens up around my eyes, and again, in theory, is supposed to help reduce eye bags. From here, it's time to get dressed and head downstairs to prepare the most important step of the morning. Before anything, I'll head straight to the tap and fill up my water bottle and drink around 500 millilitres or 1 pint of water. Of course, hydration is absolutely key, and these first sips are always a fantastic way to start the day. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I could not agree more. As someone who is very much into fitness and nutrition, this first meal is crucial for getting me fueled up for the rest of my day. My typical breakfast starts off with 3 scrambled eggs, topped off with some ketchup, which I'll sit down at the table and enjoy. And this brings me on to my second important habit. So quite often this would be a great time to pick up my phone and start scrolling through Instagram, but in doing so I'd always find myself taking so long to eat my meal, again depriving my morning of that productivity. Instead, what I like to do now is put in my headphones and listen to some podcasts whilst eating my breakfast. If you don't already listen to podcasts, I would highly, highly recommend it. They're a fantastic way of learning new things, or even, depending what you're into, just listening to stories. Personally, I always like to start my day listening to podcasts about self-development. I just find they're a really, really good way to get into a good positive mindset for the rest of the day. Alongside my scrambled eggs, I will also enjoy a bowl of porridge oats, topped off with a tablespoon of jam and some blueberries. And throughout breakfast, I'm sipping from that bottle to ensure that when the meal is finished, I've consumed around 1 litre of water. So it's time for my favourite part of the morning, guys, and that is my coffee routine. Ever since I've had my espresso machine, it has become an absolutely integral part to the start of my day. I always have my first coffee right after I've had breakfast, and there's something just so satisfying and almost therapeutic about taking a little bit of time to make a cup of coffee for me to really enjoy. After the process of making my coffee, I'll sit back down at the table to enjoy it. And this is also the point where I'll pick up my phone and have a proper catch up with social media whilst I'm drinking the coffee. Once I'm finished with breakfast, I'll always make sure I've loaded up the dishwasher and washed up anything that needs to be. This is another one of those small tasks that is probably overlooked by a lot of people. But again, I think it's one of those things that can bring you a little sense of achievement, and once it's finished, it's something that you don't need to worry about for the rest of the day. The last thing that I need to do before properly starting the day is to head back upstairs into the bathroom, take a bit of care cleaning my teeth, have one more little freshen up, and then we are back here in the office. I've had a good, structured and productive morning. I'm in a positive mindset and I'm now sitting down and ready to get going with the day. Since I've been off of work, more often than not, I will spend a lot of my day sitting here at my desk, working either on my next YouTube video or editing photos for Instagram. I really like to get stuck into this early on in the day, but there are a couple more things that I like to do when I sit down at my desk before I do so. The first thing I'll do is have a look at my weekly planner and assess which tasks I've got for the day ahead. This just ensures that I know exactly what I've got to do that day and that nothing ends up getting forgotten. I'll then have a look through my emails, check on anything from the night before, and then I'll also go into the YouTube studio and have a look at any unanswered comments or interactions that I need to get back to in order to keep my YouTube engagement with you guys nice and up to date. Then it's just a case of having a quick scan through my laptop, check that all of the content that I need for that day's video editing is there, and then it's time to get started with the day. And that is it, guys. That brings us to the end of the morning routine, and I'm now sitting down in the office ready for a really good day. I really hope that you guys have found this video useful. Hopefully it gives you a bit of an insight into what kind of things I implement into my mornings. And as I said back at the start of the video, all of these steps that we take every single morning, take them as tiny little achievements into ensuring that the rest of your day is as good as it can possibly be. My morning routine certainly isn't as crazy as those people that you see waking up in the middle of the night and changing the world before everyone else is awake. But one thing it is, guys, is realistic. The things I like to implement into my morning routine are really simple things that literally anybody can do. But in seeing these small steps as small achievements as well, we can really start to improve our mindsets and get the most out of our days. That is going to be it for this video though, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and as I said, hopefully there is something that you can take away and use yourself in your own morning routines to increase that productivity. If you did enjoy the video, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd really appreciate it. And drop a comment down below. Let me know what sort of things you do in your own morning routines to get the most out of your days. If you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for new videos every single week, and I will see you in the next one.